she is an epitome of that statement that what a man can do, a woman can do it better. And I've seen what she's passed through. Actually, I'm like her handbag because I'm always around. So I know the in and out, how she's been able to put things together. And sometimes when I see some men talking without taking action, I say, no, you need to meet people like this lady, because she knows where she comes from. She understands what it takes to really get there. And as I said, if I'm an inspirational speaker and I say she's my inspiration, then you should understand where I'm coming from. Now, who do I have on the hot seat on this special day where Zipped Radio is about to be, as we are having a mini launch of Zipped Radio? She is in the person of Mary Lartey. Please welcome to the studio of Zipped Radio.
Thank you, Oscar. Thank you so much for having me here, and I'm excited to be here as well.
Wow. She told me my words are going to be very short, but I'm going to push her to speak a little, more. That's my duty. I'll bring questions that will bring her out of her shell. Before I continue, this segment is being sponsored by Obiliver Drinks. Obiliver Drinks is one of the non-alcoholic champagnes that you can have in the market that is taking the market by surprise. Obed, thanks for this good work, and we really appreciate your time. Obiliver Drinks, they've got so many different types, joy, passion, and different types that you can really enjoy. So Obiliver Drinks in the market, go for it. And Zip Multimedia, Zipped Radio, we have embraced it as well. Now, Mary Lartey. Who is Mary Lartey?
Mary Lartey is the little Latties. The Latties baby.
The Latties baby. You know, that name is becoming popular, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah, because everyone going there, people ask me, who is that lady who hosts that program 1 to 2 o'clock called Latties? I don't say she's my boss. I say, oh, she's one of our presenters. Yes, Latty's baby. On a serious note, when did Zip Multimedia started?
This is a big question. Well, Zip Multimedia started in about 6 years ago. And at first, it was Solar Multimedia, which it went wrong. But then I pulled out of Solar Multimedia because I started Solar Multimedia with a business partner, and it came to a time that I thought, you know what, things are not going well. There were so many issues, so I had to pull out. And I did. And I will never look back by doing that. So I started Zip Multimedia about 6 years ago.
Wow, that's a long time. That's a very, very long time. So you've got an experience in partnership.
Oh yes, definitely.
So would you advise somebody to go that route?
I wouldn't say that I wouldn't advise somebody to go down the route of partnership. But if I would advise somebody, I would say, look, if you can do it by yourself or alone, then hey, go for it. But if you can't and you want to partner somebody else, then obviously you have to be careful, or you have to be more, you should do your research properly.
And all paperwork needs to be intact
before you get involved
legal issues
with partnership, because partnership, it can go wrong. Even though when you are doing it by yourself it can go wrong, but definitely by doing it by yourself is the key.
Yes.
Even if you have to start from 1 or from 0, just do it.
Then as time goes on, you build the right structures around
you
it.
Build it as time goes on, as you know, and you know what you've put in to what you've started. You know the time, the resource you've put in.
Yes.
So you just have to kind of say to yourself, you know, it's not easy, whatever you find yourself doing or you want to do, whether it's a business, whether it's a relationship or whatever you're doing in life, it's not easy. But so far as you believe in the God that you serve and you believe in yourself, because if you don't believe in yourself, forget it. You can't expect others to believe in you.
Wow. If you don't believe in yourself, you cannot expect others to believe in you. And this quote is by Mary Lartey. I hope I have to write this down after the program. What was your motivation for starting this kind of? Because this business is more about men. You see, the men are normally leading, but
Yes.
you've taken this mantle to lead. And as I said earlier on, I know I've learned a lot, and I know how it takes. You know, what was your motivation?
It's so amazing, you know. It's God who gave me this idea. I never dreamed of becoming a media person, or because normally I don't even like putting my pictures out there, as you know. But I started 2007. What motivated me was 2007. After I had my little sweet girl, and I thought, you know what, I'm interested in singing and acting, so why don't I start composing some...
I was surprised when I saw your album. You gave it to me and I was blasting in my car. I said, this lady, she's been to places. You have got a whole book to write, I tell you.
So I decided that as my baby was about 1 year old, I was in Ghana, and they and my ex had a studio, a music recording studio.
So you've been in the business even before that?
Oh yes.
Wow.
At that time, that particular business wasn't mine. It was more of my partner that I helped build that studio. So Bookback, may your soul rest in peace, is my cousin, and Ronnie,
You're Ronnie.
coaches. So I said, look, Ronnie, I would like to compose something together. And Ronnie was like, what do you mean by you want to compose something together? Just come out with whatever you want to say. And then I said, well, I want to sing. But listen to my voice if I can sing. And then he started laughing. He said, look, everybody can sing. It depends on how much you want to do it, how badly you want to go about it. So I said, okay. I started writing my lyrics and everything. And a friend of mine called Kiki and Charlie P. So 4x4, they said to me that, look, Abortion and Captain Planet, they'll come and help me. So I thought, okay, then I'll go ahead. So we started recording the first track, Mokono Obidia. And then
What's the meaning?
Mokono means Obidia, it belongs to somebody.
Oh, okay.
So I said, okay, we did the first track, the second track, everything went well. And then 2007, I released my new album. And I did a first show with Miss Bell in Adenta. So after the show, I said, yeah, for my first time, I really enjoyed it. And then since then, I said to myself, you know what, Mary, you can do it.
Yes.
So go and get it. So from that, I decided that, you know, I would like to have a media house. At first, we started with Solar Multimedia with a friend of mine. We said, okay, we'll do a partnership. We did a partnership, it didn't go well. I realized that I keep on pushing. Push.
I know how you can push.
I tried my best, but then it didn't go well. And then I pulled out. So I got motivated from releasing my own album, because that's what I wanted to do. So later on I realized that, you know what, if I can set up a studio again in UK, then the sky is the limit for me. I would like to have a media house with everything under one roof. So yeah, that's where I started.
This was about 2-3 years ago.
Oh, yes.
It was like we were just saying it, just always, oh, this will happen, this will happen. We were always having conversation over it, and here we are today. It is a very, these are some of the things people need to listen. Some people would think it's not possible. They need to listen to people like you to understand that, listen, it's about what you put in. You leave the rest to God.
That's it. You
put in your best, you look back, you never regret that.
Definitely.
You didn't leave any stone unturned or whatever. So that is how, this is a brief that I'm going to expand the whole story on Zip TV. I'm going to push it wide. That one, I will enter into you with the questions. Yeah, but today I want to really make it brief. What has been your biggest challenge in business?
Biggest challenge. Every business there is challenges, but it depends on what challenge you are looking at. I would say people around you.
Wow.
People around you is very important. Very, very important. Because God has given us the wisdom. He's given us the brains to do things. But the rest is up to us. How we use it. I'm somebody that I'm very courageous.
I know.
I do not give up.
That's why I told people that what you can do, not a lot of men can do. Sometimes we'll be in a very critical situation and I get confused. And Mary said, Oscar, do this with this. And it's risky, but we sail through. So it means risk factor is also part of the game.
It's very important. If you are afraid, then obviously you cannot cross the river. And for you to cross the river, you have to be firm. You have to be you have to concentrate. You do not have to let anything come into your way, because at the end of the day, in everything that you are doing, as I said earlier on, whatever you are doing, there is a possibility that you may win or you may lose, but all depends on you. All depends on you, okay? At the end of the day, when you are going into a business or whatever you are doing in life whatsoever, do not, my principle is, do not think about if. If is not an option. But. What is but? No, you shouldn't even think about that.
Yeah.
Think about, first, I believe in prayer, and always wish positive for others, regardless. I know even if the person is your enemy, wish positive for them, because you never know. The more you wish positive for others, the more good things come to your way. So when you have that mindset that you know what, and then always keep your heart clean. Don't ignore the outer appearance, because that is nothing.
You know, you made one powerful statement that the people around you, they are very critical to your success.
I'm going to go into that.
And it's like it is one of the things that is happening in our society now, especially, I don't want to segregate, but our Black Caribbean community, the pulling down syndrome.
Yes,
it is happening. You see, it's like people don't really want to. If I like your jacket, I believe what I should ask is, Mary, where did you get your jacket? It's nice.
Then I'll say, oh, yes, I got it from so and so, and do you want me to show you where I got it from, or do you want me to pick up one?
So you become a source of direction, isn't it?
That's it. There is nothing wrong with that.
Why don't people do it? And they sit down and they're jealous because you got a nice jacket. That is really...
That's the mentality of, as you said, of our people. I'm a young woman but I started way back because...
Yes, you started early.
Oh, I started early because I started hanging out with people who are older than me. And I learned so much, the good things and the bad things. But I pick up the good ones. Okay. As I said, people around you, when I say people around you matters or it's important. Yes, it is important. If people around you, you hang out with the wrong crowd, you hang out with people that they always think negative, regardless what the situation is, they are thinking negative all the time. I'm afraid and I'm sorry, you're not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Because you fall into it as well. So the best thing is you choose your friends carefully, or you choose the people that you want to hang out with carefully. And always try your best, and you yourself know yourself to the core that you are somebody that you embrace, whether good, bad, embrace your friends when they come, wherever you can support, do support. Don't say, oh, but I told you that you shouldn't go and gamble this and then it happened.
Yes.
Please, if they don't gamble it, they wouldn't know.
Exactly. Exactly. And do you know one thing I've learned about you? You celebrate every small success. Sometimes I will not be around and they will deliver like maybe some plywood. And you will call me, Oscar, they have delivered the plywood. Oh, I say, come on, it's plywood. I say it in my head, it's plywood, Mary. But every single step of the way of building Zip Multimedia, you have celebrated every single success. And I think it's something we have to learn. Because I think some of us, we want to wait till we get to the top before we celebrate.
No, that's wrong. Every day of your life, whether you have money, whether there is problems, look, problems will come.
They are part of the journey.
Oh, lucky to be said, even if you want, be in your room, close all the windows around you. The trouble will find you in your room. So it doesn't matter. There will always be something to worry about. So why don't you stop worrying about the thing and then find a solution to it? And you should be happy even if you get £1 or even 1p. You should be happy even if you have nothing at all. The fact that you are alive, the fact that you can walk.
Is it difficult to make that choice? Because
no, it's a mindset.
Unhappiness is here, happiness is here. You can choose to have happiness in the midst of unhappiness, and you can choose the other one. But it looks like we all go on the direction of unhappiness.
No, it's a mindset. You can never say that everything should be hunky-dory. It's impossible. And when you keep that in your mind, that listen, I'm up against war. The world that I live in, I can choose to make myself happy. Nobody will make me happy. It's up to you. It's a decision that each and individual have to take. I'm afraid. I can't take that decision for you. You can't take that decision for me. But that's my mindset. So all the time, like my friends that I've got, when they pick up the phone to me, I say, listen. I listen to them when they finish talking. I say, look, if you finish. So why are you angry about this situation though? What would you gain from being angry? We didn't gain anything. So why do you want somebody to come and give you grief? If you have certain kind of category of friends that you think, look, this is not helping me, then slowly, you don't slam the door. Do not slam the door. Slowly, then you just move to the side. Hello, how are you? In your heart, you don't have any problems with them. You just have to move away and do your thing peacefully. What will make you happy, then you go over and then just make yourself happy. But if you wake up in the morning and then you think, oh, because this person didn't agree with what I think of, or this person will talk about me, or this person will say this, so I won't do that, I'm sorry. You won't do nothing. with your life. Because whatever we do, there will always be somebody that do not agree.
Yes, there will always be somebody that do not agree.
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
There will always be somebody that will say, oh, I'm
So
not happy with
so
what
you
you're
need to
doing.
expect it, and as it comes, you have to understand it's part of the journey.
That's right.
Yes, yes. There is one thing that baffles me. You are a family woman. How do you combine this business? Last night we left here around 1 a.m.
Yeah.
and 8 o'clock you were here. This is how difficult it is. But you're able to juggle this with family, and let me tell you, this is not Ghana or Nigeria.
No.
This is London, one of the busiest city on earth. And when you say London is busy, it's busy.
Oh, it is.
If you can live in London, you can live on a desert.
Oh, of course. We're on the war zone, isn't
Exactly.
it?
But you're able to manage this so well. How do you do it? I think this would be a motivation for other women who think they have got children, they have got days, so they cannot, they cannot make it.
That's a good question. Look, let me give you a little story about something that did happen. Look, yes, I've got a daughter that I adore, and I've been lucky. When I said I've been lucky, I'm blessed, because my daughter, even though she's just 9 years old, yeah, she understands certain things about me. And she too, I see myself a little bit in her. Because sometimes she'll call me, Mommy, I'm going to bed. Anyway, how was your day? How's your day been? You'll be surprised. And I'm like, wow. It's nice to know that a 9-year-old will pick up the phone and call me and say, how's your day been? You see? But because of
I remember sometimes she even called that she want to go and sleep on your bed to wait for you.
That's it. When I have time, I try and make time, and I spend quality time with my daughter. And as every parent, I know it's difficult, especially with the women, because we are the careers. Okay, so it's not going to be easy. So what you do as a mother, whatever that you are doing out there, whatever business you are into, just make time one-on-one with your children. And then also, if I can juggle motherhood and business, then you can do it as well. All what you have to do, you make sure you work with your time. Because if you can have time for somebody who will say friends, or other things that are not that important, then you can schedule your time to be able to juggle your business and your home as well.
As I said, I'm going to really diagnose you very, very well when on Zip TV, on the Next Level TV show.
Oh dear.
And that one you have to prepare. I think you have to go to the library for a week, because I am going to dig deep into you. What does the future hold for Zip Multimedia? And before I go, I would like to say this. This is the lady, Lartey, behind Zip Multimedia. And Zip Multimedia, we are a one-stop shop for all your media needs. We are operating Zip TV, Zip Radio, Zip Recording Studio, photography department, a restaurant, and we have one of the biggest hall, not in Croydon, but the whole of Surrey, for all your events. And the hall now is picking up at a pace. Let me tell you, somebody came last week to book for the next 3 years her 60th birthday, and that is the pace that we are going. So it's better you book it now if you have a very big event. And do you know what? The Zip TV, that we are bringing a different dimension to our hall. If you're having a program, we can stream it live for you. Our recording studio, we do voiceovers. What of when you are having your event, we are going to give you the best of packages. And trust me, when we entered the building was like a dumping site. But the work that has gone here, when you come and you see this woman taking all today, look at the way she's looking lovely. She'll be wearing trainers and she'll be on escape. She's worked so hard when it comes to working hard, taking off the good clothes and working hard, she knows how to do it. And when it comes to yes, going on that level like today, she's also there. She's a source of motivation, and I think I'm going to bring more of her for people to understand, because she's an exceptional woman. Now, Mary, to conclude, what does the future hold for Zip Multimedia?
Oh, the future is bright. The future is bright because, as I said earlier on, the sky is our limit. So, the future is bright. Zip, we want to go to places.
We are changing the game.
And we are changing the game because we want to bring something different onto the market. We are going to be the first Afro-Caribbean media house in the UK.
That's having all this under one roof.
Oh, yes.
Including even a restaurant. Hey.
Because we are making sure that we are not going anywhere. You will stay here when you get here. So Zip, we are definitely changing the game, and we are changing everything about media. And we are going to make sure of that.
It's been wonderful having you today.
Thank you.
And I hope you have inspired our listeners.
Oh, yes.
With this. You know, this is the summary. This is the summary. Wait on for the second segment on Zip TV, where we are going to show you who Mary Lartey is. Because I have hidden more of the questions. She thinks today is just very nice. Look at the way she's answering and smiling. On Zip TV, she's not going to smile. Wow, this is Oscar Bimpong. He's part of the management team of Zip Multimedia, and I'm the mind behind Inspirational Wisdom for today. And it's been awesome having all of you. Please don't change the dial. It's now for the goodies. Hey. The telephone lines will be open very soon, and we have Obiliva drinks that have really sponsored this program, especially this interview segment. And I'm going to pop up my champagne after the interview. And who is coming next for the mini launch of Zipped Radio? I have with me here DJ Vanny. He's the man that is going to be behind all your goodies. And he's with the laptop now, I could see. And I also have John Paul, the man that hosts the Afrobeat live show on Wednesdays and Fridays between 2 to 4:30 p.m. And Lady Claire, I haven't forgotten you as well. Lady Claire is in the heart on second with Lady Claire. And all those around, Kwekutieku, Pastor Kolade, all those presenters, Madingo, you are all welcome. Now, Mary Lartey, you are free to leave your seat.
Oh,
have a wonderful day, and please don't change the dial.
And thank you for the drink.
All right then, have a lovely day, and the day continues. Don't change the dial. DJ Vanny, the time is now all yours.